Do you ever feel like money stress is constantly hanging over you? No matter how hard you try, it can be tough, especially when you're doing everything you can to manage your finances. But here's the thing, you don't need to earn more money to reduce that stress. Instead, it's about how you manage what you already have. In today's video, we're going to dive into 5 simple ways you can start taking control of your finances and stop feeling overwhelmed. These strategies aren't about cutting out everything you enjoy. They're about making smarter decisions and building a solid foundation for your financial future. Ready to reduce money stress and start feeling more in control of your finances? Let's dive in. 1. Create a zero-based or 50/30/20 budget. First up is budgeting. And I know, it doesn't sound super exciting, but trust me, this one habit can transform your financial situation. Knowing where your money is going is the first step to reducing stress and gaining control. When you don't know where your money goes, it can feel like it's slipping through your fingers. But by creating a solid budget, you regain control. There are 2 popular methods you can use. Zero-based budgeting means that every dollar you earn has a job. From rent to savings to fun expenses, you assign each dollar a role until there's nothing left. This method ensures you're prioritizing things that matter most and helps you identify unnecessary expenses. Alternatively, you can use the 50/30/20 rule, which is simpler. 50% of your income goes toward needs, like rent and utilities. 30% goes toward wants, like entertainment or dining out, and 20% goes towards savings and debt repayment. It's straightforward and easy to follow, giving you clear boundaries for each category. So how can you start? Track your expenses for just 1 month. You don't need anything fancy. A simple spreadsheet or free app will work. Once you see where your money is going, it's easier to identify areas where you might be overspending. For example, if you're spending too much on dining out or entertainment, it's time to tighten up those areas so that you have more room for savings or paying off debt. 2. Practice mindful and conscious spending. Next up is something that can significantly reduce stress: mindful and conscious spending. If you've ever made an impulsive purchase and felt regret later, you know how stressful it can be. Impulse buying provides temporary relief, but it usually fuels more long-term anxiety. We've all been there, buying something we didn't need, only to feel the weight of that decision later. The key is breaking that cycle and shifting how we think about spending. One effective way to start is by waiting before buying. Implement a simple rule. Wait 24 hours or even a week before making any non-essential purchase. This allows you time to reflect on whether the item is truly necessary or if it's just a momentary desire. You might find that the urge to buy fades after a bit of time, and that item no longer feels as important. Giving yourself that space can help prevent unnecessary purchases. It's also important to identify your spending triggers. Do you tend to spend more when you're bored, stressed, or try and keep up with others? Maybe you're trying to match what your friends are doing or looking for a quick way to relieve stress. By recognizing these patterns, you can address the emotions driving the spending instead of turning to purchases for comfort. Another easy win is to cut subscriptions you don't use. Review your recurring expenses like streaming services, gym memberships, or software subscriptions. If you rarely use them, cancel them. It's an easy way to free up money without making drastic changes to your lifestyle. By being mindful of what's really adding value to your life, you can focus your spending on what matters most. 3. Build a small starter emergency fund. An emergency fund is one of the most effective ways to reduce financial stress. Unexpected costs like a car repair, medical bills, or a broken appliance can cause a lot of anxiety. Having a small emergency fund offers peace of mind, knowing there's a cushion to fall back on during those times. Starting an emergency fund might feel overwhelming, especially when living paycheck to paycheck. However, it's not necessary to start big. Small amounts make a difference. Even saving just $5 or $10 from each paycheck can add up over time. The key is to be consistent and make a habit. The easiest way to build this fund is to automate the process. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings account each month. This helps ensure the money isn't spent elsewhere. Starting with a goal of $500 or $1,000 is a great way to cover small emergencies, like a flat tire or a medical copay. Once that goal is reached, it's easy to focus on increasing the fund. Having that cushion can prevent going into debt during a crisis. It also brings peace of mind, knowing you won't have to rely on credit cards or loans when something unexpected comes up. As time passes, the emergency fund will grow, offering even more security. 4. Create a debt repayment strategy. Debt can be a huge source of stress, especially high-interest debt, like credit cards. It often feels like the weight of that debt is hanging over you, making it hard to focus on anything else. But here's the thing, you don't have to feel helpless about it. The first step to reducing the stress of debt is creating a solid plan to pay it down. Having a clear strategy in place will give you a sense of control and immediately help reduce your anxiety around finances. One popular approach is the snowball method, which involves paying off the smallest debt first. The idea is that you gain an emotional boost from quickly eliminating one debt. That sense of accomplishment can keep you motivated as you move on to the next balance. Even though this method may not save you as much in interest, it can create momentum that helps you keep going. On the other hand, the avalanche method focuses on tackling the debt with the highest interest rate first. While it might not offer the same emotional reward, it can save you money in the long run by reducing the amount of interest you pay over time. It's a more financially efficient strategy, but might take a little longer to see quick wins. Whichever method you choose, make sure to negotiate with your lenders. Call them up and ask for lower interest rates or a more manageable payment plan. Many lenders are willing to work with you if you show that you're taking proactive steps to pay down your debt. Having a clear plan helps you regain control of your financial situation and can significantly reduce the stress associated with carrying debt. Remember, the key is consistency. Stick to your plan, and slowly but surely, you'll see the balance shrink and your financial freedom grow. 5. Shift your mindset and reduce social comparison. Finally, a huge contributor to money stress comes from comparing your financial situation to others. We've all been there. Seeing someone post their vacation photos on social media or talk about their new car can make you feel inadequate or behind. But here's the truth. Comparison is a thief of joy, especially when it comes to money. Start by practicing gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, appreciate what you do have. Acknowledge the small wins, like saving a little extra this month or paying off a small debt. It's all progress, and you should celebrate it. Another helpful tip is to unfollow triggers. If following certain accounts on social media makes you feel pressured to spend or keeps you feeling inadequate, it's okay to unfollow them. Take control of what you see and what you let influence you. Lastly, reframe your mindset about money. Instead of viewing money as a way to show off or compete, see it as a tool to support your life and your goals. Money isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a tool to give you the freedom to live the life you want. This mindset shift can make a huge difference in reducing stress and focusing on what really matters. And there you have it, 5 ways to reduce money stress without earning more. From creating a simple budget to shifting your mindset about money. These strategies are about taking control and building a foundation that reduces financial anxiety. You don't need to earn more to stop the stress. You just need to manage what you already have in a way that aligns with your goals and values. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more practical advice on managing your money. Leave a comment below if you've implemented any of these strategies, or if you have any tips to share. Let's keep this conversation going and continue to build a stress-free financial future together.